The first time I heard of Katie Davis, I was at a conference in Atlanta, Georgia. Her story, as told in her book, Kisses from Katie, is a remarkable testimony of love and faith and an unrelenting optimism for people. In 2006, 18-year-old Katie Davis traveled to Uganda on a high school mission trip, and she was immediately captivated by the people and the culture there, and she just knew, man, at some point I'm going back to Uganda. While most high school seniors are thinking about prom and graduation and their future, something entirely different was stirring in her heart, because when Katie went to Uganda, she saw children with no homes, with no parents, with no hope, really. She saw hunger and sickness and heartbreak, and instead of simply feeling sad and moving on, she chose to do something. And she did something that was ultimately pretty crazy in everybody else's eyes, but ultimately beautiful in God's eyes. Katie, at 18 years old, decided she was going to leave her comfortable life in Tennessee and moved to Uganda to build. To build not a building, but a home. And it wasn't long before Katie then became mama to 13 Ugandan girls who didn't have a home. And these girls saw her, and she became their mom. She adopted them, and out of brokenness and she built a family. She created a place of safety and of love and of belonging, all centered on Jesus. And what Katie did is exactly what God calls each of us to do. I don't mean you all need to go to Uganda, but to build a home for the lost. To not just with bricks and with boards, but with compassion, with faith. When we talk about building God's kingdom, we're not just talking about facilities. We're not just talking about ministries. We're talking about creating places where heaven touches earth. Amen? And so we're talking about every time you open your arms to the hurting, every time you choose love over your own comfort, we're building God's kind of home where the broken are restored, where the lost are found, where those who feel unloved finally feel like they belong. And so like Nehemiah rebuilding the walls of Jerusalem, Katie kind of saw this brokenness and she said, not on my watch.